Hey guys, so I decided since I've been doing all of these Tom Ford splits that I would show you what I have from the Tom Ford line. It's a little quasi-collection video. So I'm going to start with the samples that I have of the private blend line and then get into the bottles. So without further ado, first we have Amber Absolute. Get the focus of that. No. Heavy on amber. This one's a bomb. And the one thing I don't like about it is, as you can see, the juice is very dark. It's very dark brown and it stains. So if you're wearing this with light colored clothing, make sure you don't get this anywhere near your clothes because there's a very good chance it will permanently stain it. So, but great longevity if you like amber, that's one for you. Next up is one of my lesser favorites from the line, Arabian Wood. This one smells very chemically, a little floral. Not a huge fan of it. It's okay, but not my favorite. This one doesn't have a sticker on it, but it is Azure Lime. This is Tom Ford's take on a summer citrusy lime fragrance. This, along with Neroli, are their big summer fragrances. I don't like this one as much as well. It doesn't really last that long. It's kind of plain. Not really much to it besides the lime. It's a well-done lime note, but it's been done before. There's not really much differentiating it from other lime-based fragrances. So for $195 a bottle, it's not worth it. This one, Black Violet. I have a split up of this right now. This is an interesting one. This, when it first goes on, you might think that this is feminine, but it's not. It's actually probably a little bit more masculine than feminine, if anything. It's a nice take on bergamot, a pulpy citrus, as well as violet, which is one of the more masculine florals there is. This is an interesting, dark, fresh fragrance that really is a genre. It's worth checking out if you haven't, and get in on the split if you're interested. Next one up is Bois Marracan. This is a little bit similar to Arabian Wood. Not my favorite. Kind of a same oily, woody, little synthetic, chemically. Not a big fan of it. Likely will not be doing a split of that. This one also does not have a sticker on it. It's Champaca Absolute. I wanted to like this one a lot, but I keep getting this persisting smell of bananas. It's not obviously one of the notes listed. The Champaca flower is itself quite feminine. They do mix it nicely with the cognac note, as well as a few other florals, but really it just comes out smelling like a banana to me. I'm going to give this a few more wearings and see what it's like, but right now this one isn't high up on my list. Moving forward from the musk line, this is Jasmine Musk. All of these musk lines, really, they market them as unisex, but they're really more feminine than anything else. What I like about this one is when you put it on, there's this really nice pink pepper note that comes in after not long, about a minute. Problem is, it only lasts for about a minute itself. So this would be a good layering fragrance if you want to use this as a base for something. I've used this with a few other Tom Fords, but really by itself, don't like it enough to go for a full bottle, especially for something that really only I'm going to layer with. So, not bad, but not the greatest. This guy is one of my favorites. Doesn't have a label. This is Moss Bresh. If you saw my Tobacco Vanilla unboxing video, the Tom Ford rep at Neiman Marcus gave me a bunch of these little vials of Moss Bresh. She had a decanter that was just sitting in a drawer unused, and she gave it to me, and it is unbelievable. I can see why they discontinued this. When you first put it on, it is a very heavy dose of moss. So for somebody who's testing this in a store, they spray it on, and all they get is this oak, mossy, deep woods scent that is probably going to be a turn-off to most people. If you wait about 15 minutes, that's when this one comes to life. You get a very, very nice, spicy, honey, cinnamon, I don't know what else is in there, but these new scents come out, mixed with the moss, and it is beautiful. This is an excellent fall fragrance. If you're looking for something to wear on a rainy fall day, this is the go-to one. Longevity is great. Projection, pretty good. It's not a bomb like some of the other ones, but this is incredibly unique. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, and it's pretty much impossible to find. You might be able to find it on eBay, but I would highly advise against blind buying this. It is very different. I can't think of anything else I could compare it to. It's worth checking out, though. If you like that kind of thing, if you like moss, if you like spice, if you like fall fragrances, give that one a look. It is very good. This one, like I said before, Neroli Portofino is the other summery fragrance from Tom Ford. This one I do like more than the Azure Lime. This one I think is a much different take on a summer fragrance. The Neroli gives it a nice bit of a soapy accord to it, mixed with a nice orange, citrus kind of scent. It's very much more of a classy summer scent, not really redundant. It's not something that's been overdone. This one, I may do a split of this next year when the warmer weather comes around. Really probably only good for spring and summer. Longevity isn't great. Tom Ford markets this in the Eau de Cologne style. It is an EDP. It's just that they categorize it in the Eau de Cologne. Not sure why they do that, but it is an EDP. All of the Tom Ford private blends are EDPs. But this is a very good summer scent. If you're looking for a different citrusy summer scent, this is one to look at. And I may do a split of this, probably will do a split of this next year when the warmer weather comes around. Moving along to Oud Wood. This is one of their more popular ones. It stays true to its name. Very oody, very woody. It does have a very nice rosewood note to it. I do have a split of this up right now. This isn't my favorite from the line. I do have some longevity problems with it, but it is a very interesting scent. It's good for the cooler weather. If you like oud, give it a shot. If you like very woody accords, also give it a shot. I don't know. I need some more wearings of this to get a better hold on it, better perspective. Moving along, another discontinued scent. This is, can I read it? Maybe? No. Purple Patchouli. This one, I think, this really is the most interesting one, I think, out of the entire line. Not necessarily the best, but certainly the most interesting. It is very purple. It's very true to its name. Heavy on lavender, heavy on a very pulpy, powdery, citrusy, patchouli. There's a lot of stuff in here. I've only worn this once, and ironically enough, I wore it to work one day, and as I was riding the bus downtown, this girl who was sitting behind me turns to her friend and goes, "Gee, do you smell that? It smells like lavender. It's really nice." So I guess as far as that person goes, that's a bit of a crowd pleaser, but it's got a little bit of a vanilla scent to it as it dies down. It's tough to categorize this because it really is, it shifts between the powdery vanilla and the citrus and the lavender. So that's really the best hold I can give you on this, but also discontinued, almost impossible to find. I rarely, if ever, see this on eBay. None of the discounter sites have this up. can try getting in touch with Tom Ford, see if they have any extras of this, but it's going to be hard to find. I had to find someone on Bass Notes who just happened to have an extra little decant of it. So, and the last sample that I have is White Suede, also from the Musk line. Again, another feminine one. If you like florally musky scents, then definitely check out the line. This one is a little bit more linear than the Jasmine Musk is. These are the only two from the Musk line that I have. It is a very florally, suede-y fragrance. This was given to me by a rep at Neiman Marcus, and she suggested that I layer this with Tuscan leather, and actually turned out to be an excellent suggestion. This really goes well with the leather, but again, by itself, not really something I would consider buying on its own if it's just going to be a layering fragrance. So those are the samples. Let's move on to the bottles that I own. Let's start with this guy right here. I had shown you in a previous video, I think it was my Noir unboxing, that Tom Ford has these new atomizers that I guess they give out when you buy a flacon, and this one is filled with Tuscan leather. Opens up, got the sprayer comes out. Can't get it out, but oh well. They're about an ounce of juice. You can remove the vial inside and put another one in. Really no purpose in doing that, but you can. And this one is, like I said, filled with Tuscan leather. A great leather scent. Absolutely fantastic leather scent. If you like, it's more classy than some of the other ones here. This one I would, if you're wearing to a nice dinner, a nice event, a wedding, a more formal event, I would go with the leather. It's not in your face, it's not overpowering, but it does give you a really nice strong scent to it. It's noticeable, but it's not overpowering, and it's definitely very classy, more mature, has a very nice raspberry note mixed in with the leather. It's great. Definitely give it a shot. And then let's go to the big boys here. Start with the first one. Probably all seen these from the unboxing videos I've done. This is Italian Cypress. A lot of people have compared this to Halston Z14. Piney, woody, masculine. I would really not try this. I would not want to see this on a girl. Even though they do market all of these to both men and women, this one definitely skews to the masculine side. Longevity isn't the greatest, but still good. And of course the bottles all of these decanter bottles are just absolutely fantastic. So that's the first one. And finally, the last two I have here, both of these are my favorite from the line. This first one, the most recent split I did, was Noir de Noir. Amazing. This is a beautiful scent. Noir de Noir is French for black and black, for the black rose and black truffle, which are the main notes here. You also get a bit of a boozy, berry-ish accord. Not too much unlike pure malt. For those who want something that's like pure malt, but not pure malt, this is something to look at. It's not the same. When you smell this, if you're expecting to get pure malt, you're probably not going to get it. That's not what I'm saying. But the boozy berry accord, they do share that. This one is very dark, very mysterious, very different. This has been compared to Black Oud from Montal. Haven't tried it yet, but give it a shot. Alright, last one here. Don't need to say much about that. That's been reviewed to death. Tobacco Vanille, great scent, huge longevity, huge projection, clovey, vanilla, tobacco. It's excellent. And that is my collection right there, guys. Thanks for watching.